Oh wow, it's wow, this is the first time anyone's seeing this card here. What's this brand new card that no one's ever seen before? A Team Rocket's Hypno with its toes out. Oh, that's so cool. I wonder what this card does. It must be really strong if people kept asking me to play it, and this is the first time I've ever playing it, so that's pretty cool. So let's just jump right in, shall we? But yeah, I'll talk about some things in a minute. But we'll wait until people show up. So yes, I didn't change the stream title from last time. I kind of forgot. And I mean, it's what's the point of changing it, right? And Never Gonna Let Me Down. They're all bad team. That's the spoiler. They're all bad Team Rockets cards. And Shiny Ray, I will get into it. Don't you worry. But we gotta wait for at least 7,000 people to show up, and then I'll get into it. All right. I mean, not a good start. kind of a terrible start. It's almost like Trust Your Pilot was correct about saying that the Team Rocket's archetype isn't very good. Yeah, if I cost you your streak, then oh man. FM boss, I know from experience, you don't have to do any sort of manipulating. You can just ask, or whatever currency they use in Germany, just flash a fiver, and you'll get them. It'll be fine. Yes, that streak is the most important part, and I'm sorry. But I mean, yeah, the cool thing about Hypno is that it requires 3 psychic. How could that be bad? That could never be bad. If they could put down somebody into play who kind of sucks, that'd be great. And correct about all the Team Rockets cards. Sorry, all the Team Rockets Pokemon are bad. I guess I should. Well, this is going to be a tough one. We're going to have to flip 4 heads to knock out their dude. Hey, we got Ariana Grande. What an amazing top deck. Okay, so what do we want here? We probably don't want to put the Mimikyu into play, because that just gets bodied by 2 Monkey-Dory. So we probably want a Tarountula and then a Drowzee. Huh. Okay, so my options are I can bring up the dude, and then next turn we can just draw all the cards. I think that's okay. Like, I know it's kind of dumb to be like, well, you have Ariana, why would you wait? But I kind of want to get them to maybe overcommit something here. Right? I kind of want them to be like, well, they have 1 metal energy on the Duraludon, 3 in the discard pile. They've burned a lot of resources. So it's like maybe they have to burn a darkness energy just to retreat the Monkey-Dory. That's kind of my hope here. And I mean, I can always just use Ariana next turn. Yeah, see? This is kind of what I wanted, is now they'll maybe have to get rid of a card they don't want to get rid of. And maybe it'll... See? Genius! Ramen noodles. How bad is this Hypno deck? Well, we haven't lost yet. But what's my full opinion on Team Rocket's cards? The Pokemon suck. The trainers are amazing. Okay, well, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is we're probably going to be able to attack this turn. The bad news is we're not knocking out our Chaladon. Well, I wish I'd sent up the other dude. I mean, yeah, I can't really use Proton. We just got to use Ariana and hope that everything goes wrong, which it did. Awesome. could not have gone worse. That's great. Loving that. Yeah, this is just going to be a quick loss here, I think. So let's just put a reversal energy on this guy and see how it goes. Let's just do some quick coin flips. Remember, you don't want... Okay, all right. That's that's how it goes today. If that's how it's gonna go. So yes, in that situation, I should have used Proton. That was my mistake. We did lose 2 ranked points, but we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be totally fine. All right, so there's enough people here. Make sure you enter those codes to get the free stuff. It's 2,000. Yeah, I don't want any head. So you can get 2,000 trainer points and 2,000 trade credits. So basically what happened, I was untruthful. It was not the internet that cut out. That was just a lot easier to say than what I learned is if you're starting a brand new medication and you know all the side effects and the warnings are saying, hey, for the few days after you start taking this medication, you're going to die. You shouldn't start the medication like 2 hours before the stream. This is a pretty good start. You shouldn't start the medication 2 hours before the stream and then go live and then not expect to die. So, you know, just a good piece of advice for other people is, you know, when you start a brand new medication and it says, hey, the side effects are going to kill you, listen. Just a good piece of advice, you know, just a good piece of advice that I think I should share with the world that, you know, maybe most people don't know. Yes, for a short little bit, I was unalived, but I'm barely hanging on right now. I figured, you know, I owe you a stream. It's only fair. You know, it's kind of an awkward place to be in as a faceless streamer. FM boss, no, we keep the jokes going. Okay, no one's allowed to care about each other here. We have that wall up. Okay, and Seto, thank you for coming, Seto. Okay, those were words. So thank you, Seto. I'm glad that I'm still alive for you. But yeah, the problem with being a faceless streamer, like if I died on stream and, you know, I had a webcam, that would be like a lot of views, right? Like I'd get one of the biggest clips of all time, but I wouldn't be able to get the money from it. And then I would be banned. So that's bad. So it's, you know, one of the reasons why I don't have a cam. Yeah, I'm going to try not to die on stream. That's part of the goal. But, you know, just this is one of the reasons why I mentioned my health issues is because, like, if I disappear for an extended length of time, I don't want you to worry. I probably just died or something. So it's like, just, I don't want you to worry. Ryu, that's debatable, but thank you. We got the Area Zero underpants. Little do they know, I want them to take off their underpants. Yeah, FM boss, that's kind of true. So just if I ever abruptly end stream, that's a little, you know, window into a little Pikachu into what could go wrong. Is, you know, just things like that can happen. I have no object permanence. I'm literally a child. Okay, so this is a good matchup if they fill up their bench. Do you notice something that appears to be missing from them on that side of the field? Do you notice a potential thing missing that we would need to potentially win this game? All right, let's go Ariana Grande. We did get the Psychic Energy. Unfortunately, yes, unfortunately, we can do a maximum of a maximum of 80 damage. That's really cool. So this is actually accurate. Would I eat a sour pickle? Where are you going to be holding it somewhere? That depends. Are you going to hold it somewhere provocative? With your feet, then I would eat any sour pickle you put in front of my mouth. And Ace, yeah, you're 4-0 on coin flips. That must be amazing. No, bench manipulation wants it to be tails. And it's, you flip a coin for each of their bench Pokemon. And you can't hit them for weakness. And I do play 2 Accompanying Flute, but I don't play Petrol. Yeah, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. But yeah, just if I ever disappear, just that's what it is. There's not much else to say. You know, just new medication. Things happening. You know, it wasn't a really fun couple days, but you know, we're here. We're gonna keep trying. Oh my God, how do they still have cards? Okay. Maxi Villanueva. Are there any Pokemon? Well, there's attacks. There's no abilities. Like, we are getting the Mandibuzz and Black Bolt and White Flare, which I can't put in this deck. Well, yeah, it's the Mandibuzz. It's 70 or less, and that's not very good. And I did take a King Super Smacks. You gotta read the card. King Super Smacks. Gotta read that last sentence. Oh God, I did the thing. I'm sorry. Oh God. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, please forgive me. What have I done? Okay, this is why you're not allowed to read the cards on PDC Gel. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, I could be AI. You never know. All right, so let's just go Rocket's Energy. And then I guess I should have, Night Stretchered afterwards, but my discard pile is freaking out. The whole game is freaking out. I got like a Mimikyu thing going on. Can I? Yeah, we're going to use Archer. You're getting 3 cards, bud. Okay, and then we can maybe win this game if I get playable cards. We still don't even have any freaking energy in the discard pile. What the hell is this crap? Okay, well, I can't attach the reversal. You've got like from the afterlife thing. I don't think it's supposed to be that pronounced. Oh my god, we're 5-0. We are 5-0 on coin flips. This is... Why couldn't we be 0-5? The one time you want it to be tails and it's just head. It's just like Seto's coming over for the weekend and For the Win's watching in the chair. And Seto, anytime you want to slide into my DMs, I am happy. So anything you want to slide my way, preferably in picture form, held by some toes, that'd be great. And A-Swing, no, I disagree with that sentiment. I wholly disagree. The fact that I'm still playing this game shows that I am not somewhat sound. So yeah, I think because this Hypno died, and because I, looked at a card while an attack was being launched, it has this weird, like, after effect. Yeah, he is not well. I would not say I'm doing well. And no, why did you get rid of the pinned comment? Clamburglar, reinstate the original. I have to pretend like I have drops. Okay, that's the only way we're going to get anywhere in this world. I have to pretend like I have drops. Seto, appreciate you as always. Okay, so let's just go for Ariana. Yeah, Archer. Archer, bro. Okay, I'm going to get the flute. I'm going to get the freaking flute. Thank you, we got double flute. I'm a flautist. Thank you. Finally, we have some freaking Pokemon on the bench. If this hits, this did not hit. Those are literally my 2 things. All right, so we just have to flip. Oh god, we got to flip freaking... I meant to do the other thing. I meant to use the counter catcher. That's my bad. No. Okay, we got 2. We got 2. That's good enough. I'll take 2. From what I hear, it takes 2. We can win this one. Archer, people are only playing 1 copy of Archer. I think Archer is a 2 of. I 100% think that Archer is a 2 of. And Seto, I will check your DMs later. I don't want to get too overexcited this early. And yeah, I'm on medication because of this game. Absolutely. 100%. We can 2-shot the Raging Bolt. I mean, I don't understand why Hypno doesn't allow you to hit for weakness or resistance. Like, did they think this was going to be such a broken card? They're like, oh no, we can't let them hit for weakness. This card would be too good. How many Giovannis are in here? Enough. Probably 2. I usually go like 4 Ariana and then 2 Proton, 2 Archer, 2 Giovanni. That's just like the easiest way of doing things. Some decks play 3 Giovanni, 1 Archer. Some throw in a Petrol just to, get a stadium or something. But typically it's 4 Ariana, 2 of Proton, Giovanni, and Archer. 3 Proton. Well, you play 4 Transceiver, right? So it's like the Porygon deck, you have 8 chances of getting a Proton. So that's why you want to go first with the Porygon deck, which is really helpful because the deck is very slow. And PDC GL, true. But I mean, you have 4 Transceivers and 2 Proton. That's a 1 in 10 chance. Ooh, okay. They're down 2 Crispin and FM Boss. I mean, god, probably. All right, we got this, right? We're gonna Proton out some things. Oh, we got nothing. Oh, so I should have used the Earthen Vessel, huh? The Earthen Vessel would have been the correct move there. As the kids say, that would have been El PogChamp. All right, well, let's attach to you. We just need to go 2 tails here. That's it. Yep. There we go. That's a knockout. See, Archer. This is why I've been saying, you know, the Team Rocket supporters are the reason Team Rocket is playable. If the trainers weren't as good as they are, if they didn't devote 100 cards strictly to Team Rocket, like Ariana is just draw up to 8. That's insane. That's remember back in the day we had Lily and you could play Lily turn 1 and draw up to 8, and that was an amazing card because we had Tapu Lele GX and you put 1 Lily in your deck and you'd go turn 1 Tapu Lele and you'd get Lily and you draw up to 8 and it was amazing. Yeah, like if it wasn't, oh god, if it wasn't for the supporters, they would not be playable at all. And I did see, I think it was Brandon, who posted on Twitter that, you know, it's about sequencing, or it might have been table. It was somebody. You know, my timeline is filled with so many weird things because of Elon. But they say it comes down to sequencing. And XATU, 4 Lily's Clefairy, 4 Lily's Pearl, and XATU. You want to beat Raging Bolt with ease? Typhlosion is a very easy way to win. Just maybe play like a Tool Jammer, or sorry, a Jamming Tower. And Clan Burglar, I am not wearing pants. We are getting it ready for a heat wave. Yeah, XATU, just 4 Clefairy, 4 Lily's Pearl, you're good to go. Yeah, they went so crazy on the trainers. Like the 2 stadiums are like S tier trainers. You know, it's either, oh, draw 2 cards after you play a Team Rocket supporter, or shut off every colorless ability. You don't even need that. True. Yeah, I forgot about Victini. And then I looked at the results of the first day of Black Bolt and White Flare in Japan tournaments. And yes, 1 Air Balloon is pretty much a constant in every deck. And then 2 Brave Bangle and Typhlosion. And Sunny, yeah, exactly, Sunny. Exactly. Yeah, drop to 10 cards. So Air Balloon, you're just putting 1 copy in every deck, pretty much guaranteed. Even if, well, I mean, if you have Latias, you don't really need it. But Brave Bangle is just plus 30 on Typhlosion to EXs, and that is amazing. You know, you still play Victini, because then you don't need to play Defiance Band, right? You take out Defiance Band from Typhlosion. And Kelsey, I appreciate you. Giraffe Rig is very good against Raging Bolt. Not if they have Mew. Right, if they're able to build up a Mew. Actually, Mew's weak to Dark, so yeah, I guess it is really good. Oh, wait, no, yeah, because Giraffe Rig doesn't have an attack that goes through Giraffe Rig. Yeah, you're right, so yeah. Caraparig. Thanks, Sonny. Amazing commentary as always. Yeah, Bangle just makes Typhlosion better. And Mark, it doesn't matter. I was talking out my butt. But yeah, the Bangle is just, you take out Defiance Band from Typhlosion. You, if you're playing like Kieran or Black Belt's training, you can get rid of those as well. You just put in 2 Brave Bangle in your Typhlosion deck, have a Victini or 2, and you're pretty much winning. Right, I did see Tablemon say that Typhlosion doesn't feel very good. On the whole, I think my H, damn it, I screwed up the Preparation H joke. I think on the whole, Typhlosion feels really good. Yeah, the Brave Bangle coming next month, in just over a month, right? It's like 6 weeks, less than 6 weeks from now, we're getting Brave Bangle, Black Bolt, and White Flare. And Ace-Wing, the problem with Typhlosion, well, we know that Megas are going to have, you know, over 300 hit points. But it can still have Brave Bangle, you have Kieran, you have Black Belt's training, you have Maximum Belt, you can, you know, overload it with Victini. You can do lots of things. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. I would say that I would put Typhlosion ahead of Garchomp, but I do like Garchomp very, very much. And I think there's a lot to be explored when the Gatorade comes out. Yeah, we have Gravity Mountain only affects stage 2, so we will have to see. FM Boss, no, but we should find out the Megas surprisingly soon. All right, so we can hit 240. We just have to flip 3 tails. That's all we got to do. All right, so I think it makes sense to just play with my balls. Yeah, let's get the balls out of the deck. And then we can always have the Spidops. I have been absolutely blown by For the Win on a daily. I mean, I have been blown away by how good Spidops is. Like, it's not fair how good of a card Spidops is. Even though it does 180 in these situations, it is amazing. Spidops is an insane card. I can't wait to build decks around it because it's that good. I mean, I guess, but it's like, I just need to knock out Raging Bolt and then Mew, and then I win the game. All right, so let's do... I mean, I don't need anything, right? That's the thing. It's like, I can use Archer. Nogginaudle, and I think Nogginaudle is the correct pronunciation, as dumb as that is. I do believe Nogginaudle is the correct pronunciation. And yeah, PDC Jail is not having fun right now. PDC Jail does not like it. Like, how dare you look at cards while I'm, you know, working my butt off in the background? How dare you? All right, so we just need 3 heads. Or, no, 3 tails, 3 tails, 3 tails. We do not want 3 heads. Oh my god! This deck is amazing. This is the greatest deck ever made. What was that? That was 1 in 3. That's how it's only working. Yeah, you're the RNG Tails King. And yeah, just I can't get over the fact that it's like Team Rocket Spidops, and I mean the Drowzee, I believe Team Rocket used Drowzee. But it's just like Team Rocket's Articuno. Like, come on. Like, some of these choices, like, I get that they had to make, you know, 100 cards, so they had to make some choices, but it's like Team Rocket's Articuno and Zapdos. Yeah, I did play through Let's Go Pikachu. I did finish my... I did come to completion. Oh, I wouldn't... Okay, there's a golden shower. We're currently tied on prizes, but I do have the Hypno. We got the Hype Beast. Surprisingly 0 supporters, even though we have 1 million. And then we have the Counter Catcher for Dame next turn. It's so simple. All right, well, let's go into you, and then... I don't believe I put another Drowzee back in. There might be a Drowzee in there. Let's find out. Okay, so we go into you. I mean, I feel like I just get rid of everything, right? We just thin the hand to nothing. Yeah, we're just gonna get rid of everything here. And we go Ultra Ball. I just want my hand as thin as possible because we have game. What is with these effects? This game is so poorly made. We have game as long as they take a knockout, and I do need to thin my deck out. But as long as we flip... Well, actually, this is interesting. I could... We're not going for a Psy Shot. Psy Shot's the correct move. We go for the win here. We go for 3 tails. Ah. Oh. We almost had it. All right, so that's what, 9 and 9 now? Somehow this deck is working, but like Spidops is the most constant, most reliable Pokemon in the entire game. Like I'll be doing 150 next turn. That's right. I should have put another basic in. And I am Legend. I'm glad your streak is still going. So yeah, I could have ended up losing if I didn't go for the bench manipulation, because I didn't put enough basics in the deck. But yeah, Spidops is just so good. It's like, Spidops is good at the beginning of a game and at the end of a game. You just have to make sure you have a lot of basics in play, or a lot of Team Rocket's Pokemon. Then it's doing like 150 to 180. And Sunny, hey, you should have been here. You had 30 minutes. And FM Boss, well, that's the definition, because remember... we were supposed to get Legends ZA by now, and they were supposed to start the Mega Evolution Revolution. And then they didn't. Okay, so we just have to hope that they don't have a Scoop Up Cyclone. They do not have a Scoop Up Cyclone, so we win the game. Even if they put a Bravery Charm on this guy, it's still within range of Spidops, but... in some town that's in the woods... was there an orgy afterwards? Because I think I know that one. But yeah, this is definitely going in the YouTube video. I'm sorry that I, went off on a bit of some tangents, some sine, cos, and tangents. That's a math joke for all the math nerds out there. But my opponent, they took 14 minutes to take 5 prizes. So I mean, we had this game in the bag the entire time. I try to keep you entertained, and then we got Giovanni. I didn't even need to use Giovanni. We just go 120. I had, another basic. But Spidops, oh man, I would rather play a Spidops deck than a Hypno deck. Spidops yes, it's 180. That's not great. But you can put a Defiance Band or a Maximum Belt. You're not going to put a Kieran in the deck. But it doesn't matter because, we're slapping cheeks with Hypno. All right, well. Hypno does it while you sleep. Yeah, they just absolutely rush them out. Oh yeah, look at this. And it is double. So they said these quests will be doubly difficult. And then the first quest I got was do 150 damage, which is 1.5 times, but I mean it's still great. And remember we had that conversation about how I read it that the new quest would be 400 toilet papers, and I think Never Gonna Let You Down, you said you read it as 400 total for all of the daily quests. I don't know if they changed it or what, or they listened to my stream, but now it is 400 for that one quest. And Ryusham, it's on the list. Of course I have my health issues right as a brand new set comes out. Couldn't have waited for a lull between sets. I had to die and have a resurrection a few days later, during a brand new set launch. That's awesome. Loving that. See, you got the Proton. You always if you're playing a Team Rockets deck, go first. And Never Gonna Let Me Down, it is 400 trainer points. So it's really nice. It's 1,300 Battle Pass experience and 400 trainer points. And Lil Tone, the Badoo makes my balls itchy. Though when my balls are itchy, I do want to play with them more. So maybe that's not a safe assessment. And I think let me just double check while it's their turn. I think Zekrom was like the only thing to do anything. What Pokécall Book does is they do like their decks mixed in with the good decks. But yeah, like a couple Zekrom decks with the Electric and Magneton. So that was the like quick and dirty version is you just play 13 energy, 4 Jenny. So we're off the Joltik train. We're in the Electric Magneton train. And it's just 2 Miraidon, 2 Zekrom, 2 Iron Hands. Don't hate it. 1 Air Balloon. Yeah, Electric's going to be probably pretty good. Well, this is a pretty good start. Again, my issues with getting freaking energy in the discard pile continue, but that's okay because we just go. Do I put a Rocket's energy on the active? I think so because they're playing Garchomp and they did nothing turn 1. So yeah, let's go Experience Share on you. We'll go Hypnotic Ray, which is what happens when I watch Shiny Ray twerk. I get a Hypnotic Ray. Spidops is about to do a lot. That's a lot of damage, yeah. This guy can do 360 to a Garchomp, so it can one-shot a naked Garchomp. And Lil Tone, yes, make sure you enter those codes. The TCGL turns 2, I think, is good until June 30th, so go to the redeem section. TCGL turns 2, get 2K of each. And Miraidon is saved. I'm not falling for that one again. I'm not saying Miraidon is saved. I'm saying that Miraidon is better, right? Miraidon is playable again, would be a more accurate assessment. Hey, we got more Proton. I mean, I guess I just put the Roserade to sleep again and just thin out my deck. Seems like a strat. Oh, we prized the Articuno. I was like, what did we miss? We prized the Articuno. I don't think I want to overcommit here. And I mean, let's get the Mimikyu so we have a free retreater for Giovanni. I'm still kind of trying to play this as a Hypno deck, even though I know it's not really a Hypno deck. And then we just go Hypnotic Ray. Yeah, electric makes it better, but I'm not the biggest fan of electric. Like I'm not the biggest fan of relying on electric in this day and age, right? We have electric generator, that's better. Right? Yes, I know item locking and all the stuff, but in a world with iron hands, you don't really care. ET, welcome home. You don't really care, right? You need to build a deck that can use as many generator as quickly as possible. And I think that's the strat, is just, oh, you have a Badoo to shut off my items? Okay, that's great. I will take 2 prizes on your Badoo. And yeah, electric allows you to run less. Then you also have Magneton, which is great. Why isn't there a Team Rockets card that gets you evolutions? That'd be so much better. Okay, so let's go Team Rockets Factory. Again, this deck never finds anything. Let's play the Skin Flute. Why does this card never work? Why is this the worst card ever made? All right, so let's just go for it. Why are you the way that you are? I could have retreated and taken the knockout with Spidops, I know. Oh, I should have done that. God, okay, maybe we should change the list. This is a Spidops deck that also plays Hypno instead of a Hypno deck that plays Spidops. Because then we can use this guy as our heavy hitter and we don't have to put like experience share and a 4/4 Hypno. How do you get Team Rocket Sleeves? Battle, ranked ladder. Battle Pass and ranked ladder is how you get all the Team Rocket stuff. And yeah, like I think the Magneton is going to be pretty big. Like I think you probably have to play electric plus Magneton. Like we're going to see a very nice evolution. Oh, that's not great. We're going to see a very good evolution of the Miraidon deck, and I'm really excited about it because as we saw in the past, Miraidon can beat off Dragapult, right? Dragapult was really good. Miraidon, you know, won like 1 regionals by destroying everybody, and it was hilarious. And I think that's just kind of the world we're going to be living in. Okay. Okay. Simply because of the fact that I cannot knock out this Garchomp, I am going to take the knockout with Spidops. If I could take the knockout with bench manipulation, or if there was a chance to do it, I would mount and Badoo it, but there's no chancey, so I will not do that. Okay? And then we'll put the Psychic Energy, no, the Grass? Grass. Yeah, sure. And then we go Ariana for 4, because they haven't taken a knockout. That's awesome. Still can never put energy in the discard pile. That's what this deck just never does. When have I ever been able to put energy in the discard pile with a Team Rocket Spidops deck? Like, I get that you play like 5 or 6 basic energy in the deck, but it's like, it just never gets in there. And yes, I know I could have grabbed another one, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, so the Zekrom is 130 base, and then it does 50 more for each prize card your opponent has taken. So at the start of a game, it sucks. Right, at the start of the game, worst card ever printed, 130, and I think it does 30 damage to itself. Or it's either Zekrom that discards an energy, or does 30 damage to itself, or Reshiram is the other way. One of them is discard an energy, one of them is do 30 damage to your balls. But yeah, ET Craft, Team Rocket Straight Ball, that's probably a good idea, but we're not going to do that. So yeah, Zekrom is really good. I kind of theorized that, yeah, this is going to be the comeback card. Of course you take a perfect KO. Of course you would do that to me. Oh yeah, maybe I should have gone for the Psychic Energy. All right, let's go for... I mean, I think it's worth it to soften them up with another Spidops. even though I might not be able to because I screwed up here. All right, so let's do that. And then Nest Ball. We get the Tarountula. And then Embor Firebox. Well, think of it this way. How is Baxcalibur doing right now? how is that Baxcalibur deck doing right now? Is it doing good? You know, would you say that Baxcalibur's in a good spot right now? Or would you say it's in a rough spot right now? I would say it's not in a great spot. So yeah, it's basically just Baxcalibur. I mean, maybe there's better fire type attackers. Is this a... I think this is a turn for Archer. It's just, do I burn anything else down? I say nay. I think, oh, we only have one Archer. Like, we're getting rid of a lot. This is a pretty stacked hand. We're playing a risky deck. Let's risk it for the biscuit. We can draw 2 more off the factory. This combo is insane. This hand is insane. All right, and then we're just doing 360. And this is where, you know, like, Brave Bangle and Spidops, you're one shot in a Garchomp all day. And Zekrom is a muted version of Charizard. Yeah, so it's like what? You need, they take 3 prizes, you're doing 280 for 3 energy. That's pretty good. You know, you're doing 280, 330, or 380. Those are pretty damn good numbers, especially when you can still play Defiance Band. You know, you can always put Gravity Mountain in there if stage 2s are a problem, if the Mega Evolutions are bad. I would say I'm a little more than, wait, am I less than cautiously optimistic, or am I more than... I think it's going to do better than we think it's going to do, is what I'm trying to say. Do you want me to hit him with a Psy Shot? Do you want me to hit him and punch him in the balls with a Psy Shot? I'm going to do it. Just the absolute disrespect. Actually, maybe I can't. Yeah, we'll just promote the Mimikyu. All right, well, let's go Superb Rod. Let's play with my Rod. Go 1, 2, 2. And then we get a Tarountula. Gazer's not even here. What do you mean, can we ban Gazer? Gazer's not even here. All right, so I have a Team Rocket's energy that's going to go... I mean, this is such an awkward hand. Hey, here's all of your energy. I could also knock out the Rose Raid to make it so that Corkscrew Dive can't take a KO, but I think we just take the 2 prizes since we have them. And I just go attach to you, retreat, Psy Shot, and just take the KO when we have it. And now we just need to knock out 1 more Garchomp for Dame, and they have to put a power weight on it, or we just win. We should just ban everybody when they're not here. And Articuno, if you're playing a Team Rockets deck, you got to put an Articuno in there. It's just such a good card. Just prevent all effects of attacks done to your basic Team Rockets Pokemon. Your Tarountula has 50 hit points. Oh no, it's going to be Dragapulted into the sun. Nope, it'll be fine. Oh, they're playing this a little too loose here. They're playing this a little too loosey-goosey. I wouldn't risk it. And FM Boss, that's kind of what I learned when I was doing my testing. When I was playing with my testies, that's kind of what happened. It's going to be Dusclops into the sun. Well, hey. Well, yeah, I guess when we get the Psyduck, that's not going to help, because then it's not all Team Rocket's Pokemon. All right, so we win. I'm sorry, okay? This is just a Spidops deck. It's what I've been saying for the longest time, is that Spidops is the best Team Rocket's Pokemon. And that is not controversial. That is proven through statistics. It's just, yeah, maybe you want to have a copy of a Mewtwo in the deck or something. Me first, yep. And then get out of here. Spidops is insane. Like, 180 is very low, but a Grass Weakness, hitting for that is so good right now. YouTube audience, I do apologize. I'm trying to make this a Hypno deck, but I think we should change it so it's, instead of a 3-3 Spidops and a 4-4 Hypno, it should be a 4-4 Spidops and a 3-3 Hypno. And if I do that, I think maybe we get away from reversal energy, and maybe we get rid of experience share. But just Spidops is so good. Okay, we're gonna restart the game. I don't know. I kind of like the effect, right? But let's try one more with this one. And yeah, might need to start playing it. We will. I have many Spidops lists, but maybe hit like a 2/2 Hypno doesn't seem like I would hate that because it can do big damage. Like that's the thing that Spidops is missing is a heavy hitter. Right? And it's like I don't want to play Mewtwo, even though that's a pretty good card. But I guess it's like Mewtwo tops out at 280, Hypno tops out at 400, which is a bigger number. Exactly. Which is a bigger number. Exactly. Let's put the Drowzee down. I don't think they're going to know what we're playing against. So it's like, yeah, Mewtwo can do 280, but Hypno can do, well, let's count it at 80, 160, 240, 320, 400, and that's if they don't have Area 0. If they have Area 0, it can go even, crap. Well, actually, Hypno doesn't have an ability, so we're still going to lose, but Hypno doesn't have an ability. And Kane Super Smacks, that is a potential combo. A TJ combo, if you will, for all the Killer Instinct fans out there. Okay, so this is an interesting matchup because I can one-shot Grimmsnarl, so I just have to be very careful with my Tarountula. This is a very interesting matchup, and I have to be careful with my Tarountula. I think we go Proton, just get everybody out of the deck, and then probably... Oh, good. Oh man, yeah, Spidops is going to be super important in this matchup. Oh man, we don't stand a chance if we don't have a Spidops in this matchup. Why does this game do this to me? Do you enjoy punching me in the balls? All right, so let's go. I guess we just hope they don't know what they're doing, right? Actually, no, we hope they don't know what the Hypno does. And FM Boss, yeah, like there's a lot of things. Like there's Zapdos Energy Control, which I have prepped and ready to go. It's just, I lost about 3 days. So that wasn't fun. But we're gonna try to get to all the decks. It's just, I can't push it real good anymore. I think I've learned that I have to stream on days where I can stream, and I can't really force it. It's not a... Okay, well, this is a mature channel, so I'm not going to be... This is family-friendly Friday. So just use your imagination. Pretend like you're trying to put your hand inside of a peanut butter jar, but the peanut butter is a little old and crusty, so you gotta use... you gotta put a little bit of water in there. That's how you can force... I can't force it through. That was the analogy I was trying to make. Anyways, yeah, Zekrom EX, it doesn't single-handedly revive Miraidon. It could just be a flash in the pan where it's like, oh, hey, Miraidon is good. I don't think it's the best. We are going to take a knockout here. So the Bidoof just gets knocked out by a Psy Shot, which is great. And then I can draw several cards, which is also great. They don't have a Monkey Dory. Also great. And we got a Spidops, everybody. All right. No, we hold off on the Spidops. I don't want to use it quite yet. We just want to draw 5. Awesome. I really wanted all of my items. This deck is like half supporters, half Pokemon, and then a third items. We just get all the items. That's fine. Yeah, it's just the Reshiram, you have to pair it with Emboar. So Reshiram is just Zekrom. I guess I could put it on screen. That would, make everyone's life a lot easier. We can talked about these cards that I've been talking about. We just grab the Zekrom. So keep in mind, they're the exact same, except for the secondary effect. And I have not flipped a coin in a little bit. Hey, what you doing all the way down there, mate? All right, no gold down there. So, yeah, so Zekrom does 30 damage to itself. Reshiram has to discard an energy. They both do 130 base and then 50 more for each prize card your opponent has taken. And Reshiram, you have to pair it with Emboar. Emboar's just a fire-type backed caliber, just accelerates all the energy. Why do I still play Experience Share in this deck? It's literally the worst card. These, well, I don't know what they could have been, but they could have been something. All right, well, I guess we're kind of just in a situation where we have to hope they don't got it like that. Because we don't got it like that either. Yeah, it could be a Monkey Dory time, you know, just put a Luminous Energy in there or something. All right, give me a good card. That is not what I would consider a good card. So let's go get rid of these guys. I guess I put them to sleep. Seems like a decent idea. And if they just don't got it like that, then we can just go Experience Share on this guy. Hypnotic Ray. If they stay asleep, we probably won't win, but we have a better chance of winning. They didn't stay asleep. I'm not going to do coin flips on sleep, by the way. And FM Boss, you do realize they're introducing 3 prizers, right? Or sorry, they're reintroducing 3 prizers. So I don't think we're ever going to get into a meta where it's single prizers only. Where it's only fans of single prizers. Oh yeah, now you hit me with the Ino. The irony of that. Yep, there's everybody. Now let me just go get another Tarountula. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be fine if I just get another Tarountula into play. And then we can one-shot their Grimmsnarl very easily. I mean, this... We always have a chance to win this matchup. As long as we don't prize a third of our Tarountula. Which again kind of backs up the fact that this should be a Spidops Hypno deck, not a Hypno Spidops deck. But we'll, that doesn't make for a good... I can't lie to the YouTube audience, okay? You know, they don't care about me as much. But, you know, that's another reason why I wanted to talk about why I ended stream so abruptly, is because you are paying to watch me, right? The YouTube audience doesn't pay me. I get more money from them. But you're actually paying to watch me, so I do feel a slight obligation to... Oh, this is going to suck. Yeah, I do feel a slight obligation to be like, yeah, this is why I wasn't able to, you know, fulfill the obligation that you paid money for. You know, you spent, regardless of whether you spent Jeff Bezos' money or not. I think we just go for it here. I don't think there's any reason to just not put everybody into play and draw as many cards as possible, because we're going to lose if I don't. All right, well, let's do that. And then Rocket's Energy, draw 6. We need a Hypno, baby. Well, we got a Hypno. Didn't get anything else. Oh, man. Could you imagine if we didn't prize all of our Tarountula? All right, bench manipulation, 5 coin flips. This isn't going in the YouTube video, so let's see what happens. Yep. Okay, okay, okay. 2 and 3. That's 13. Oh, God. 13 and 12. And that's pretty good. Wait, are we actually going to win this game? Wait, there's no way. We got a Tarountula. Well, I think it might be the other way around, Shiny Ray. I think you care about me more than the YouTube audience cares about me. But yeah, I mean, like, again, we can interact. You know, you can't just leave. Like, if you leave a comment I don't like here, I can just ban you. You know, on YouTube, YouTube doesn't always show me the comments that I want to see. So, like, if I don't heart your comment that you think was really good, let me know. Because sometimes YouTube just doesn't show what I want to be seeing, right? Sometimes I'll be like, somebody said, oh, I posted a comment. Did you see it? And I'll be like, no, I didn't. Like on the back end, we have a back end creator dashboard. Ooh. That's interesting. I guess they were hoping for a Crispin. But yeah, we have a creator dashboard where it should list all of the comments. But even if they're not like risky comments, sometimes it just won't show us, and it's really weird. So wait, do I win if I just knock out a Monkey Dory that gets the energy? Like if I knock out the Monkey Dory with the energy and then like Archer or something, I think I win because they can't heal both, right? They can heal one, they'll lose the other. I think we're good. I believe. Yeah, I believe. And NAIC is next weekend. There will be drops. I don't think they've specified what the drops are going to be on the TCG side, just that it'll be like drops. They have specified like the Pokemon Go or the other games, what the drops will be there. And Mark, well, I read pretty much every comment that I can see. There is, you know, a slight difference. I read every comment that I can see is, I guess, the best way to word it. And Never Gonna Let Me Down, that's a fair assessment. You have a nice assessment there, Never Gonna Let Me Down. All right, well, this is unfortunate. I think I just go Tarountula, Energy, Hang on here. Okay, so I bring up the Mimikyu. Do I go for the Morgrim or do I go for the Monkey Dory? No, I go for the Monkey. Yeah, I go for the Monkey Dory, and then they just can't win. And we actually, this is going to be funny. I'm going to, okay, no, I would go for the Tarountula if it wasn't a bench manipulation deck. Please flip one head. Oh my god, if you don't flip one, okay. Sorry, if you don't flip one tails. 16 and 14. If you didn't flip a single tails, I never would have forgiven you, Hypno. No, it's mostly just going to block like status conditions and Dragapult's damage counterpains. I believe Iron Hands is an effect for the player. And did you notice how the Tatsugiri went down 10 hit points? It had 40, and then it went minus 10, and then it went up 10. Because again, PDCGL is a very well-made game. People don't notice that. Someone who's been here for 3 years would notice something like that. If anybody wants to clip that and be like, PDCGL can't do math, trust your pilot count. Goliath, welcome in. You know, that's what I call I Am Legend's mom, because I'm David and she's Goliath, and when she sits on me, that's what it feels like. I don't know. They got another freaking Monkey Dory. Okay, we are just like, we're somehow gonna win this one. I mean, they would have needed a second Monkey Dory, or if they get Grimmsnarl this turn, then I think they win. Right? They knock out the no, because then we would get the Tarountula. So they could take 2 prizes this turn, but I think the Tarountula into Spidops wins unless they play their Iono, which I think they're about to do. Ooh. Oh, they didn't have an Iono. I may have hallucinated that. That's one of the side effects of the pills. You know, hallucinating being in a happy place. So being back in PDCGO, you know, that's one of the nice things about the pills is I'm pretending like we're back in PDCGO world. Yeah, so they should have put the damage on the Tarountula. They should have knocked out the Tarountula, and that would have been the correct play. But obviously I had many avenues to victory, which is nice. I heard Grimmsnarl Frostlass is a tier 1 deck. What happened there? And Never Gonna Let Me Down. Hey, I watched a sports documentary on psilocybin, the mushrooms, and you know it helps. It makes you cry, and then your balls explode, but you feel better afterwards. It's great. I don't know if I have enough basics to knock out the Grimmsnarl. Not that it matters, but I don't think I do. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. All right, so let's find out. Does Trust Your Pilot have enough? If I screw this up, we lose. Okay, hang on. It's 30, 60, 90, 120. That's too. No, we can't. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I cannot do it. We gotta go the fun way. That's what you get on the Trust Your Pilot channel. Exploding balls and mental breakdowns. And something funny is I can't remember the last time I played a battle in TCG Pocket. Yeah, another Spidops finish. All right, so let's go to we'll save the Area 0 and the Dust Noir builds. We'll just go to the XATU build. And XATU, I have many Yanmega decks. It might be a 2-streamer. Because I might have like an attacking Yanmega and then like a supporting Yanmega deck. Yeah, Spidops is just, it's so consistent. It's not like the best card ever printed. But if you want to take advantage of the Team Rocket's archetype, you gotta be playing Spidops. Spidops is just a better Yanmega. I said it. I went there. Wait, you mean Yanmega with a Moongus EX? Am I going first or second? They decided to go second. I still think we send out the Cleffa, because if they go second, that means we're not facing the Donk deck. Ah, crap. Spidops counters a lot of things. All right, well, let's just go end turn, I guess. So the Cleffa's not long for this world. Cleffa's gonna die. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, and Mega Wo-Chien, I don't think has For the Win done that? That sounds like a For the Win deck. If you say For the Win enough times, he will come. I know that from experience. He's got to repeat his name, and he will come. Harder than you can imagine. Covetous Ivy. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You know, 240 for 3 energy at the end of a game. The true potential of 100 damage. It's literally worse than Spidops. It's a 2-prizer that's worse than Spidops. Wait a minute. I don't think this is what we thought it was. Yeah, this is less good. Luckily, it kind of seems like they're going for Monkey Dory and not Badoo. Does Spidops have a cool mushroom hat? It does not. I'm sorry. I wish it did. It does not. Simping for Hey, people get mad at me that I don't say cards are good. So I'm telling you, Spidops is really good. You know, I'm trying to be positive. You know, the TCG Live, they're doing everything except fixing the game. You know, that's really cool. They're literally going out of their way to do everything except fix the game. Who doesn't love that? All right, they're giving me a Fartazon. I can guarantee you they don't know what they're facing right now. And Vanilla Scoop, I'm sorry if you lost your streak again. You know, it's just it's another day to restart a new one. Yeah, the anniversary gift is nice. Giving us more free stuff is nice, but it doesn't change the fact that they gave us a crafting ban. It doesn't change the fact that the game doesn't work half the time as it should. So it's like, yeah, they're doing everything right except give us a playable game. It's like, oh yeah, they're doing a great job. They're doing everything except giving us a playable game. All right, so we go Arvin. We don't play the Skin Flute yet. Wait, do I not? Oh, you can't play Poffin in this deck. And I'm pretty sure the ace spec is going to be Precious Trolley. It's either Precious Trolley or Legacy Energy. Yep, it's Precious Trolley. Guess where that is? Huh, I wonder where the Precious Trolley could be. No one knows. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to have to sacrifice my XATU. That's okay. That is a possibility. Remember, we always know it's always a possibility that Trust Your Pilot forgot to put an ace spec in the deck. We all know. These things are known. It is known that Trust Your Pilot may have made an oopsie. All right, so they're going to read the card and they're going to know what it does. But that doesn't mean they can beat me off. And FM Boss, yeah, PDCGL, it's just, you know things are going well for PDCGL when Trust Your Pilot has yet to upload a rant video in the past, like, month or whatever. You know, the longer I go between rant videos, that means the better PDCGL is doing. That's how you can tell. It's like, how's PDCGL doing? Well, when's the last Trust Your Pilot rant video? Okay, they are filling up their bench. That's good. They're very filling up their bench. That's really good. But this isn't the best matchup just because, I mean, not even the Dark Weakness. It's just, I have to put XATU into play, and that's, you know, not great. So, I guess I go for the Monkey Dory. Ooh, that's a great top deck. I think we go for the Monkey Dory, and we just try to loop attackers. Yeah, I mean, it has to be the Monkey Dory. I have to get a Natu. Do I have to get a Natu? I feel like I have to get a Natu. Well, they're going to put 30 on it, and then if they get a Monkey Dory, then it's just bodied. I'm in a very unfortunate situation here. I don't think I can bump the Artisan because my stadium's probably Artisan. Well, it doesn't matter. We're never going to find out anyways. Okay, so we go Natu, Nest Ball. We can't go for Fez and Skibidi. Let's get the Drowzee with the slippery fingers. And then Energy Retrieval just to give us a chance to attack next turn. Okay. Well, here we go. 5 flips. All I need is 2. I just literally need 2. Or no, I need 2. Just give me 2. Hey, okay, we didn't need 4. If this was a Grimmsnarl, that would have been great. PDCG, we did not need 4. You always know how to be the meanest person ever. All right, so we go, how do I win this game is the main question. I have the Switch, so the Maractus is going to be, they're probably going to buy them, and they got the Monkey Dory, they probably have the energy. Yeah, so that was why I was so concerned. It's like I didn't want to put a Natu into play in case they just go Grimmsnarl, Monkey Dory, knock out a Natu, while my XATU just gets chumped away. Oh, yeah, that's another bad one. I would imagine you'd go get a Grimmsnarl. Oh, they're hedging their butts here. That is a little risky, right? Because what if I bump your stadium and you don't have a Grimmsnarl? Obviously, they could have the Grimmsnarl. That's why they removed the weakness chance. But it's like, come on. Give me, you know, you can hit. Oh, wait, what? Why would you? Oh, are they going to try to set up an Exploding Needles Monkey Dory KO? I think that's what they're going for. That last card's probably going to be a freaking supporter or something, isn't it? And if you didn't see it on the Discord, I did have a game where I could right-click on the card in my opponent's hand. And funny, it was the pink card glitch. So I could, not only could I click on my opponent's card in the hand, but it embiggened. It was just, you know, pink. It's like the Pink Pony Club. I think that's a Chapel Roan thing, right? That's what you kids listen to these days. All right, so we go Arven. We don't want to play the Skin Flute. I think I want the Earthen Vessel, and we'll get rid of the TM Evolution, and then we can set some things up here. We can't do a ton, but we can. Yeah, the Pink Pony. I've honestly never heard that song before. You know, you kids these days, every day there's a new superstar that I've never heard of before. I mean, this is probably just a go get a Hypno. This is probably not a mess around with Ultra Ball and stuff hand, right? This is probably not a hand where you mess around with anything. You just go get all the things. How old am I? I'm not 12. I don't know who Chapel Roan is. Okay, so we go bench manipulation. We take 6 to the face, but that won't be a knockout, which is the one nice thing. Okay, so just wait. Do I need 1 heads or 2? I just need 1. Just give me 1. Sorry, 1 tails. God, I keep forgetting. All right, 3 and 2. That's good. And it's the case of any time I play a coin flip deck, PDCGL is just like, oh, you were trying to put that coin flip counter on screen to make people think that I'm not as good as I am. Yeah, well, guess what? I'm better than you, trust your pilot. They knocked me out with Monkey. Oh, I couldn't do math. I thought I would have 90 left. And I was like, oh, I'll survive with 10 left. No, I can't do math. Okay, so yeah, they knocked me out with the Monkey Dory, but I'm guessing they don't have a supporter in that hand. And then they knocked me out with the Monkey Dory. I guess I go up with the XATU. Like, what can... Yeah, I guess just in case they get, like, a crazy good prize card, because I can still attack next turn. It's just, we're definitely at a bit of a crossroads here. Great Britney Spears movie. we're at a bit of a crossroads. It's like, do I just wait a turn and let them carve me up like a turkey? Yeah. Okay. Are they about to Grimmsnarl? Oh, right. Spikeman. Of course they're going to Grimmsnarl. Yeah, I was like, oh, wait, why are they going for the Thunkadunk? Oh, because they had the... Okay, that's cool. Great. All right, so they will go down to 3 prizes. They're just going to spread all their energy around. Oh, what? Okay, they went in there. I was like, what's going on over there? Okay, so I would imagine they put the 30 on the XATU. Because I don't think there's any reason to put damage. Yeah, there's no reason to put the damage on the Hypno at this point. All right, this is your chance, Hypno. Just give me 4 heads, you know? Pretend you... Who's got a big forehead? Does Hugo Weaving have a big forehead? I don't know. I watched the show I watched The Bridge that was narrated by Hugo Weaving. I feel like Hugo Weaving has a big forehead. Just give me 4 tails. 4 tails. 4 tails. I know. Okay. Okay. How do we win this game? We gotta... I mean, we only have 1 Tulip. I guess I go Tulip and get a XATU and get an energy, but then I lose. Okay, calm your butt. Calm your butt right down this instant. Okay? Jeez, bro. Okay, and then I think we go Tulip. I just want... I guess just the XATU, right? And we just evolve the XATU. Like, I know it's still going to get knocked out, but, like, it gets knocked out a little bit slower, and maybe we can win in that time frame. Highly doubt it, but hey, you never know. Pretty sure it comes down to these coin flips anyways. Okay. No. Yes. Yes. Oh, we got it! What is going on? Okay, I think we might lose. That was 1 and 4. Why is PDCGL being so nice to me? I don't know if we can win this one though. That's the problem. Because yeah, we got the precious trolley. Okay, so if they put the 30 on the XATU gets knocked out. I am a Team Rocket's energy away from potentially knocking out a Grimmsnarl. The problem here is, yeah, we're going to get Ionoed, and I mean, we haven't seen a Pheasantipity yet. We should get a Pheasantip. What the hell? Literally unplayable cards. Literally nothing playable. The next card, 100%, is a Pheasant Skibbity. I guarantee it. I mean, if you don't have... I mean, if they don't have the... yeah, they had to go for the XATU there. I don't think they have... I think they mismanaged their energy, or they prized a couple energy. Oh, this is great. No, there's no way you don't have any energy. Yeah, see? What are they going to do? Corkscrew Punch? What is it with corkscrews? They gave us Corkscrew Punch on the Impidimp, and then Corkscrew Dive on the Garchomp. Oh, this is a dominating victory. Okay, so they cannot take a 2-prize turn next turn. And I have the Fartazon, but we don't have a XATU. That's kind of bad. There's the Pheasant. Literally between turns, we got knocked out. All right, so we Artisan. I can't put the Pheasantipity into play. I can't put the... 100% cannot put the freaking Badoo into play. Oh my go. We're so close. Oh, I'm so close. Okay. Yeah, yep. Just gonna flip 5 coins. Just need 1 tails. Awesome. We got our 1. That's great. I only needed 1. So it's 23 and 27. I was contemplating putting the tails on the top and the heads on the bottom, but that would have been too confusing even for me. I mean, what I mean, even for me, of course, for me. All right. So are we going to win due to mismanagement of energy or because Hypno is goated? And yeah, I mean, because this is a Hypno-focused stream and video, I don't think I can do less than a 4-4 Hypno with Spidops, but like, no, you suck my butt. You can... Oh, wait, they probably can't take a knockout this turn anyways. Yeah, they probably can't even take it. You can't even do anything. You garbage, mate. You garbage. And there's a very real chance that the counter in the bottom right is not accurate. Just want to throw that one out there. You got to give me your highest HP Pokemon and then hope. But I'm going to play the Skin Flute all day, baby. Don't do that. Actually, do that. Yeah, Elijah. You're not my favorite, Elijah. Elijah, the one who gives me wood, is my favorite. They probably are out of basics though, right? Like they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're probably out of basics. They might have a Pheasant Stiabity or something. The crazy thing is, they're about 2 turns away from winning. I don't think they can win the game next turn unless they get another Monkey Dory. And if I might give them a Monkey Dory right here, which is going to be the riskiest of business. If this is a Monkey Dory, I might have to put it. Okay, well, 2 heads. That's all we got to do. 2 heads. Get rid of Morgrim. It's looking more grim for you than... Uh-oh. It's looking more grim for... Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I know, right? What? We had a chance to win. Okay, I mean, the Monkey Dory is going to probably get knocked out before anything. 4 heads. Okay, well, no, this is fine. Because we're still, you know, Hypno is better than Grimmsnarl. We've beaten... What have we beaten? We've beaten Raging Bolt. We beat Garchomp. And we're like 1 good coin flip away from destroying Grimmsnarl. And they bossed. That's really bad. So this pretty much gives them the win now. I mean, here's some feet. Here's some really... Toes and everything are out. Okay, so... I can play Badoo when it's still Pokemon checkup. That's great. Oh, we got the trolley. Okay. Oh, God. What do I do? We check to see what's in the deck. I don't have a switch card. So we're just kind of sitting here and waiting. I have a lot of cards in the deck, but we can't use any of them. So I think what? I have to... How's this? I think they win. Right? Because unless they take a knockout this turn. So if they don't get a Monkey Dory, but they do take a knockout this turn, then I think we're okay. But they just need to go like Corkscrew Punch, leave the Hypno alive, and then we're kind of screwed. Yeah, none aboard. None aboard. Erich, 0 aboard. Okay, I mean, either they're doing some high-level mathematics over there, or we're about to win. Give me a Team Rocket's energy. Oh, okay. Okay. Cristiano, thank you. This is for you. I was going to go for the... Okay, just to show you, I could go for the Ursaluna, but we're not going to do that, okay? I could 100% go for the Ursaluna and win the game, but we're going to manipulate my opponent into thinking they have a chance to win the game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. No. What are you doing? I was trying to manipulate my opponent. Okay, just remember, YouTube audience, we have fun over here, okay? I had a chance to win the game, but I chose not to do the funny thing. Okay, I should not have shown you the precious trolley. I was so confident. I was so overly confident that we were going to get it. Yeah, we want Tails now, but I was so confident. I was like, oh, we're definitely going to get it. So I used the trolley. I should not have used the trolley because in case things did go wrong, we could have gone to get the Pheasantipity and the Ursaluna and, you know, all the things. But I mean, we're fine. They need a Darkness Energy. They're not going to get it. And thank you for giving the shout out to Cristiano. I appreciate it. I always sneak a Pikachu at the results from the tournaments that you run. It's very helpful. And we could win with a Psy Shot. We're going for a bench manipulation, everybody. You know what we're doing. TM Evolution. Okay. Yeah, if you're not on Limitless, go on Limitless, enter all the tournaments. You know, just get better. You want to have a higher skill level? Enter Cristiano's tournaments. They're run so well. You know, the fact that the community, the Pokemon TCG Live community runs more tournaments than the Pokemon TCG company because we care more. You know, the players care about the game. All right, we're going to do this again. We lose the game if this doesn't work. But I'm going for it. Again, remember, we have a Psy Shot KO. We're just going, I don't even care what the top deck is. Okay, well, that would have done nothing. Okay, we got this. Yeah, it's not a real win if we don't win with Hypno. There we go. Okay, you could have just done this last turn. There we go. Took a lot longer, but we got there. You know, I think that's indicative of coin flip decks. Maybe I don't put in that Garchomp game where Spidops was the MVP. But Team Rocket's Hypno, if we don't KO that Grimmsnarl on that one turn, there's no chance we win. But we won because I have, even when the flipper tries to screw us over, I'm like a pinball machine because the flipper or the dolphin pun, I don't know where I was going with that.
"19 months? What? Where's my ho-oh decks?"
Meta Knight Man, thank you. I will get to Ho-Ho. As I mentioned at the start of the stream, due to health reasons, I'm a bit behind on schedule. You know, we're new ladder rank, so you know, I'm behind schedule. I'm not able to pump it out like I used to. You know, I Am Legend's mom is very upset with me. And I did whack off a little bit with this guy. I did do a little bit of testing, and I was pleasantly surprised. I can see, you know, maybe you don't need 4 Ho-Oh, and, you know, energy's a little tight. But, you know, I messed around. Porygon, slightly better than I thought. But yeah, let's play a XATU one again. And hey, what do you mean? We're going to get to Arceus League with Hypno. You know, people always say, oh, you know, look at, I made it to Arceus League. Oh, yippee. I made it to Arceus League with Hypno. You know, it used to be an accomplishment. You know, old heads like me laugh at children who are like, oh, you know, I made it to Arceus League. It's like back in my day, you had to win like 20 games. What the hell this would have been the perfect starting hand. Yeah, I know it's Master League. But back in my day, you won as much as you lost in terms of ranked points. Now it's like you can lose and get ranked points. Oh, well, good news here is they're not going to know what they're facing. The bad news is that I forgot that Hypno doesn't have her weakness when I built this list. Ooh, okay. This is Armarouge. So this will be the Armarouge Ho-Ho. There you go. We're going to see double Char Cadet. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's the... Well, starting Clefairy was bad. Don't you put that evil on me, King Super Smacks. Precious Trolley has never been prized. Anytime I put Precious Trolley in a deck, it has never been prized. Told ya. Absolutely told you. Look at this. Look at what we're about to do here. Let's go get 1, 2, 3... did we prize we prized the Ursaluna? That's fine. Let's just get everybody. And then, yeah, I probably should have checked to see how many XATU we have, but I think we have enough XATU. We have all the XATU in the deck. I told you, don't even need to count. That's how smart I am. My pants are Smarties. Wait, in the US, aren't Smarties called like Rockets, and then in Canada, Rockets are Smarties? There's something weird there with that. Are they just going to hit me with the old flippity flap? Or are they going to jock off a little bit? I think they have a rare candy in their hand. Or maybe not. I think they have a rare candy. All right, so the Clefairy's bodied. That's cool. All we got to do is flip 2 tails and we knock out the Ho-Ho. Well, we also have to get several other things, but all we have to do is flip 2 tails and the Ho-Ho's knocked out. Could have started literally anybody else. Literally anybody else would have been totally fine. Nah, we start the Clefairy. The one Pokemon in the deck that actually gets ruined by this card. Yeah, Smarties in Canada are M&Ms, sort of. Like they're like M&Ms. They're chocolate things that are really good. I don't think they have Smarties in the US because the US is not a great place to live, clearly. All right, so let's go. Yeah, it's yeah, the Rockets and Smarties thing. So if you ever come to Canada, ask for Smarties, and they're great. Because there's chocolate. They're not those chocolate things. In Canada, Rockets are, I don't know. The world doesn't make sense. Yeah, we have Smarties in the UK because you're smarty. You're a smarty pants. Smarties are called yeah, Smarties are called Smarties and M&Ms are called M&Ms. Yes. All right. I could Pheasantipity and try to get the flute, but we're just going to flip 2 tails. I could try to play the game, or I could just flip 2 tails. See? Easy. Oh, that's 1 and 1. Well, in Canada, they do that with rockets. And not the kind that Elon Musk plays with. 1 pound life. No, TM Evolution gets around Arbok because it's played from the deck, not the hand. So TM Evolution is your way around Arbok, which is why you want to have several de-evolution. You can also use like Salvatore if you want to use Salvatore. Pneumonia. Damn good art, though. They got the Ultra Prism Palpad. You're coming way too early, Myrtle. Okay, I don't think I really have a choice here. Wait, I have to knock out like Charizard every single turn. I think I have to knock out a Zard every single turn or else I just lose the game. All right, so let's go. We're going to hold off on putting anyone into play. And then we go Drowzee. Man, this Ho-Ho is just clapping our cheeks all day. All right, so let's go Night Stretcher first. Ooh, actually, no, we want the energy. And then we go 2 to you. I guess we do the thing again. And I guess I have to do a premature Pheasantipity. But I need an energy. Okay, Great Ball, we're going to get a Hypno. That's a Badoo. Okay, well, we did thin out a card. I don't think I'm going to need the switch here, so we'll just get rid of that. We'll go get a Hypno. And then if I can please draw an energy here, that would be great. Crap. I mean, we got the energy, but that's, yeah, we can't win this one. I hate to say it, we cannot win this one because they would just go knockout, 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 and she just farted all over me. Thank you. Thank you. You know, if you're having that much trouble farting, you might want to go see somebody. So we'll switch lists after this one. I have an Area 0 build. You're probably wondering, why would you have an Area 0 build of a Hypno deck when it's based on their bench Pokemon? Exactly. That's exactly why you would do it, because you can use the flute to put more Pokemon into play if they have a dude. So it's like you're using their deck against them. Oh, whoa, hey, whoa, what's this? The first official TCG Pocket tournament starts tomorrow in Korea? That's crazy. And Nick. Oh my god. Clefairy last game, Ursaluna this game. I think this list is cursed. Okay, never mind. I take that back. I take that back. This is not cursed. And ET, I was just about to mention that. No, I will not be buying the Switch. There's no games coming out this year that I want. Like ZA, I'll play that on the original Switch. Like maybe if the reviews come out for ZA and it's like, this is the worst game ever made and you cannot play it on the Switch, then sure. Yeah, 100% Archaludon Donk. So yeah, like maybe then I would hold off. And like Scarlet and Violet is twice as good on the Switch too. It's crazy. Like a month after Scarlet and Violet came out, they said, oh, don't worry, we'll release an update to fix the game. They failed to mention that that update would arrive in 4 years and cost $650. They kind of left out that key detail that, oh, it'll only cost $650 to fix the issue. Well, Erich, it's like, do you mean Gen 10? Yeah, let's double check this game is so well made. So well made. Look at that. Look at those. Look at those graphics. Yeah, ZA is going to be a Switch 2-ish game. Yeah, so that'd be the next one. I'm just waiting for, you know, again, if the performance of ZA is so bad on the original Switch, then yeah, I'll probably get a Switch 2. Myrtle. What I really like is that Nintendo did hold true to their original, not promise, but like guess or plan that they're just going to overload the market so scalpers can't make money. Which is so amazing. It's like, hey, how do we stop scalpers? Make sure there's enough product. It's like the Pokemon trading card game can't keep up with demand because the demand is so high. Like they can only print so many cards without buying another facility. ET Craft, we don't use the E word here. Did they? Okay. I mean, we have an Ursaluna. It's not what I want it to be, but like I was just thinking, you know, how else can we play Hypno? I think Spidops is the best one. Except what's an emulator? Exactly. You're a good boy, Rich. So it was just like, how else can we play this? You know, XATU does things. Did you really need to repoison me? Was that necessary? What's a Z? It's what real people call a Z. It's Dragon Ball Z here. It's not Dragon Ball Z. Put my Dragon Balls in your mouth. All right, well, there's a great card that we totally needed right now. What would I do without you, Tulip? Yeah, I got something you can do with your tulips. All right. Maybe we hold off on the flute. Right? Because, yeah. I think we just hold off on the flute. If they want to, you know, take a knockout and activate Pheasantipity, that's fine. Otherwise, I can maybe get my one-of switch. You know, maybe we can get the one switch or something. Probably not. Yeah, just wait to blow them. Exactly. And I'll probably get my Black Bolt and White Flare preview up Wednesday next week. I won't do it on like Monday or Tuesday because I do want, you know, a few days to go by because it's like today was day 1 of Black Bolt and White Flare in Japan. And it's like, yes, Typhlosion is better. Zekrom seems playable. But I want like 5 days of tournament results before I'm like, hey, this is your very early preview. And because it'll be the early preview, I won't do deck lists. And Incineroaring, well, it's like an overview of how the meta has shifted with Black Bolt and White Flare. And it's like, yeah, Zekrom, maybe Reshiram, Brave Bangle, I'm sure Air Balloon and Tool Strapper will be on there. But it's like, it's wacky decks too. Because I enjoy watching people in Japan whack off. All right, well, they filled up their bench. That's good. Well, it's not up to me. It's up to tournament results, right? So boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I have to take the KO here, unfortunately. It was a riveting start to this game where nothing happened, and my Ursaluna was my starter, and that was great. And we all had a fun time was had by all. You know, it's always great when you start your one Ursaluna and PDC GL breaks. It's amazing. I think it's worth it you burning the stretchers now because I don't want to lose. We can very easily win this game because they definitely went a little too overboard here. All right, so let's go Arvin for the... Okay, well, I was going to go get the rescue board. That wasn't possible. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We're going to be fine. House for the win. Do you want to find deck ideas? Well, he knows the payment. You know, he knows how to get things out of me, if you know what I mean. He knows how to open the door to trust your pilot's heart. Okay. I have to take the knockout here just to keep close in the game. This is definitely a winnable matchup because I think I just have to commit. Nah, they're not going to play Ino. And I kind of like how the game broke this time. Right? I kind of like how there's that like ghost effect, the poltergeist effect on the cards for no reason. It's like, hey, when PDC it's not a glitch when it looks cool, right? Yeah, so because it's a preview video, I did have someone comment, like a real one would put the list in the description. For the early preview videos, I don't do lists because we don't know the list. But obviously for Black Bolt and White Flare, it's very easy. We know the list. It's just going to be all of the cards in the same as Japan. So it's very easy to tell you what the lists are. But it's like, just in case they throw in some random card for no reason. Like, what if they throw in... I just bumped the mic, I'm sorry. What if they throw in like a random Psyduck for no reason? Or just some random trainer that was a gym promo in Japan for no reason? Right, we have to be prepared for that. So I don't feel comfortable doing what I would normally do and put lists in them because, again, we don't know exactly what the set lists are going to be because they've done crazier things. Like, they reprinted a Relor with the Rabska EX in Destined Rivals because they didn't want to give us the Rabska EX without a Relor, but they gave us Garganacl EX without Nacli and Knackle Stack. So just they do weird things. Yeah, they do very weird things. Oh, we got this. We got a rescue board. They have fallen for my trap. Okay, so I would like to knock out one of these guys. Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay. So we go Fartazon. Because they like to live dangerously, probably to retreat it if they need to, because, you know, they'll poison it and stuff. So it's probably, well, what if I sucked my own butt? What's the thumbs down for? I'm playing quickly. I'm sorry I have to think. Okay, well, that deserves a mute. All right, so let's go. Let's play with our rod. And then I think, do we even need the Drowzee and the Hypno? We just need the Hypno and the Energy. And maybe the Ursaluna. Though Night Stretcher is probably better for that. All right, and then we go... I mean, I'm feeling Swifty. I'm feeling Swifty today. But am I feeling that Swifty? I don't know. Let's INO. See if we get a counter catcher. Like, I have to take a knockout this turn. We got the counter catcher. That's great. The problem is I have to take a knockout this turn. Okay, so we don't want to risk any of that. Okay, so let's go counter catcher the Pheasant Stiabidi. Yeah, let's do it. I need 3. I mean, I'd rather just go for the Pecharon and just need 1 heads. I know I'm a coward, And I should just do it. Oh, I didn't realize we had another XATU. Thank you. I know I'm a knockout. All right, so let's do that. So the reason I went for the Petron is because I'm a coward. And I don't believe in the coin flips, even though I'm going to get like 5 tails here. Okay, we got 3. So that would have been a knockout of a Pheasantipity or a Latias. And I apologize deeply. But I check it out. I probably should have gone for it, but it's like I have the flutes. I should be able to play a flute once. And Incineroar, because I broke the game on like the second game of the stream and I'm too stubborn or lazy to restart the game, but it makes it look cool, right? Yeah, I probably should have gone for a Pheasantipity or Latias simply because of the fact like they might not ever get 5 bench Pokemon again. But the way I see it, I should have 2 Boss's Orders in the deck, right? There should be 2 copies of Boss's Orders unless I'm an idiot. And then that's just, I bring up another Pheasantipity. I should have gone. I shouldn't have checked out, you know, just the luck has been going so well up to this point that I was like, there's no way the luck continues. Oh, speaking of, the tweet that I sent out with the new Zarude, where it has the pluck off attack, I didn't mean that the attack. Why are you poisoning your Archaludon and making my life easier? The reason that tweet existed was because it was supposed to be like in place of a swear word. Right? Because it's like instead of a bad swear word, it's pluck off. Get it? Like pluck off. Get it? It's like pluck off. That was the whole joke. It was like, oh, I'm using Badoo for the millionth time, and it's like, oh, pluck off. Get it? You'll laugh tomorrow. All right, so here we go. We got this. We're gonna play with our we're gonna play with our balls to rearrange the deck. We're gonna get the Cleffa. That's great. Okay. Can I get the flute? 1. Yes! Oh my god. Okay, so we only need 4. We only need 4 instead of... Oh no, we only need 3. So we're in the same boat as last time, where we only need 3. Some people thought that the attack was the thing. Okay, here we go. We just need 3. Just need 3. Just do what you did last time. 2 and 3. 3 to... No. Yes. 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 No! Why do you suck my butt so hard? Well, I believe we lose the game. I believe that is G to the G. Unless... Okay, so if I can bump the Perilous Jungle and then knock out... Yeah, I have to bump the Perilous Jungle. Or no, I don't. I don't have to bump the Perilous Jungle. I just have to Iono, Ursaluna, and then get my switch. Okay, so we can still win. Even though the game tried to screw me over, we can still win. But I unfortunately have to take the knockout with Ursaluna. So we got to go Ursaluna. We have the switch in the... Yeah, switch is in the deck. We actually have a chance to win this, which is kind of crazy. I just met you and this is crazy, but blow my balls out, maybe? All right, so let's go... Yeah, I mean, just in case we have to maybe, like, manually retreat the Ursaluna. Just in case we have to manually retreat the Ursaluna. And then let's get the Ultra Ball to get the Hypno. There we go. Yeah, I wasn't trying to get the switch. All right, then we go Iono. Put him down to 1. I know they have the Pheasantipity. Oh, no. Okay, hang on. How do... Oh, no. We got our 2 bosses. Okay, so what's the smarter play? I know what the smart play is. I'm doing this for all of you, okay? This is the smart play. Look at how smart I am. Do you see how smart I am? They can't use Pheasantipity. If I took the knockout with the Ursaluna, they could have used Pheasantipity. I mean, that could come back to bite me because, you know, now we have 130 hit point Pokemon in the active. They just have an Archaludon that's GG and we lose. And then, you know, the Ursaluna would have survived with 10 hit points and we could just use switched and we would have won the game. But I think not giving them 3 extra cards is the way to win. And we can play their Skin Flute again. Oh, I think, oh, we gotta unmute them for this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And you know I'm going for a bench manipulation. We are not. Oh, we got this. You know I'm going for a bench manipulation. We're going down with the ship. But, you know, we only need 1 heads. Wait, would it go to sudden... Oh, no. No, I need to... Oh, crap. Oh, no. We gotta get... Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, God. Okay, well, we can get the switch. We can get the switch, right? Okay, so I can get the switch. But then they would just retreat. Okay, so again, we have the win. I would just boss as a Pheasantipity and then knock them out with the Ursaluna. But you know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. We're going for a bench manipulation. You know what we're doing here. We just need 3 tails. Yes! Oh, you see, I could have taken the easy way out, but, you know, PDCGL is just like, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. You need 3 heads? I got 3 heads for you. You know, they don't call me the Hydra in college for nothing because I got 3 heads and they're all available. Boom. Okay, so maybe I was filled with vitriol to the people who said to play Team Rocket's Hypno. I've actually had a lot of fun. As you can see, we're tied on coin flips. Turns out maybe Hypno is not the worst card ever printed because everyone fills up their bench. It's tails. PDCGL loves flipping tails. And sick one, you're a sick one. But yeah, Hypno, actually play it. Maybe don't play the versions I'm going to also put in the description that have Dust Noir and Area Zero, but definitely play the Spidops and maybe the XATU one. So that was 130 versus XXTTXX311, our Chaladon, trying to donk me. And sick one, my goal as a YouTuber is to put people to sleep. You know, I had a failed career as a UFC fighter called the White Noise Machine because I put people to sleep. But I thought, you know, there's another way I can do this and I can just become a YouTuber and people can fall asleep. Because I think that's one of the advantages of modern technology is that you can, you know, put people to sleep, right? You put YouTube on, it's great background noise. It's better than white noise because maybe you learn things through osmosis. Right? That was Waka's attack in Final Fantasy X. When they remake Final Fantasy X, and they better change the stupid sphere grid to make it that people are on one track, okay? I do not like the fact that, you know, people could be not unique. I liked it, but I didn't like it. And E-Rich? Oh, what the hell? Do you have a PDCGL ASMR? Oh, yeah, we're just going to flip some coins. Oh, yeah, I want to flip you off, baby. All right, so, yeah, we just go Arvin for Earthen Vessel and then Evolution. And I guess I get rid of XATU. Ooh! Oh. Okay, good. We're facing... Oh, crap. It's got a thingy thing. Wait, what? You had game. That was an easy win for you. All right, well, I guess they want to get me to Master League. They're just like, oh, it's Trust Your Pilot. We got to get Trust Your Pilot to Master League. And yeah, let's open that collector's crate. Ooh, we also got... Oh, I guess I can swap that. Because I guess I didn't have that. Oh my god, no, I don't care. No one opens packs for fun in this game. No, okay, never mind. I changed my mind. We're not opening the collector crate. We're not clicking through 11 packs just to get to one collector crate. I'll just collect the crates when we get to them. Yeah, Final Fantasy X is my favorite. I think I've beaten it 2 or 3 times. Like originally on PS2, and then I think I beat it on Vita, and then I beat it on PS3. But yeah, I've got day 1 Final Fantasy X on Vita, and oh my god, you would not believe how good the because it had touchscreen. Because the Vita, unlike the Nintendo Switch, the Vita has a touchscreen, so you could just swipe your finger on the screen on the Vita, and it would bring up a quick heal menu, and that was That was just such a great quality of life feature. And Nick, I've beaten it 2 or 3 times tonight. And yeah, just the like the battle on top of the airship against the thing, and then you fight the things like on ghost thing later on in the game, and then if you just use a Phoenix down or whatever, or you use Kiraga or whatever. It's been a long time since I played it. Okay, my memory might be a little fuzzy. I do believe I lose this matchup though, right? Because they're not gonna do the thing. All right, well, let's go. Huh. I mean, if I get, I mean, there's no reason to get the Cleffa, right? We're gonna, oh, we have a TM Evolution in my hand. Of course. How could I miss that? I was like, where's the TM Evolution? All right, so TM Evolution. Okay, anytime. There we go. PDC GL just gotta, you know, give me a second. We're gonna keep that in the hand. We go TM Evolution, double XATU. I definitely broke my PS2 controller playing Final Fantasy X-2 because of the trigger happy attack. I got so good at using trigger happy with Yuna that he was just like tap R1 as hard as you can and do as much damage as possible, and like that was that kind of destroyed my controller. What do you mean, Skybreaker? This is the first time I've ever played Hypno. What are you talking about? Yeah, so, you know, you played the game with one hand, probably, right? You know, you can play it with one hand if you want to. Yeah, I don't, unless I take the first knockout, I don't think I can win. Right? Or if they, you know, don't get enough, they'd have to get what? 2 Ethan's Adventure in the discard pile, and they got it. So I have to take a knockout this turn or else we lose. And then I have to take a knockout every turn. Oh, they are taking a huge risk right now. This ain't going on the YouTube video, but they're taking a massive risk right now because they won't have a Quilava if I knock the stupid thing out. Well, that's not a... We need a Hypno. I know I was risky not getting a Hypno, but XATU is card draw and energy acceleration. Okay, well, we got it. I have to go... Ultra Ball away. The Cleffa... I guess the Cleffa on the Switch seems amicable. Never been a fan of Blitzball. I'll be honest. Never been a fan. I know people swear by it, but I was too... Seriously? The deck only has like 4 Pokemon in it. How could I not hit anybody? All right, we just gotta flip 2 tails. Oh, we got it. Don't ask me. Don't ask me why PDC Jill's being so nice. Did you know that if you type in TCGL turns, wait, is it PDCGL turns 2 or TCGL turns 2? If you type that in the redeem section, you get 2,000 trainer points and 2,000 trade credits. Yeah, TCGL turns 2. Get 2K of each currency, because back in my day, we had 3 currencies. E-Rich, I got through that as quickly as possible, and then just, you know, you have the craziest scene of Seymour just showing up and destroying people with Anima. Final Fantasy X, great game. I really hope that's the remake like the full remake they do next. Because they're doing the Final Fantasy Tactics remake, which is pretty cool. Right, the Final Fantasy, yeah, they have to use Arven. They made a huge mistake not getting a Quilava or just evolving. Right, there was no benefit to evolving that Quilava into a Typhlosion, because you just play Ethan's Adventure and you go get yourself an Ethan's Adventure, which gets you a Typhlosion and whatever you need. And King Super Smacks, there you go. Are you They're playing the Dragapult build and I still whiffed on the flute? What the flute? They can't take a knockout. This is hilarious. Deadhead, no, I don't spend money on Magic. I'm too cool for that. I don't spend money on Magic or Pokemon cards. Imagine not being able to knock out a Hypno. Could you imagine? Imagine being that bad at the game that you can't knock out a Hypno. All right, so let's go Arven for another flute. Let's just try. Let's just try to play the flute. Come on. No, that would have been too helpful. You win some, you lose some. Okay, we were always gonna lose this game. I do wonder why they put Pokemon on the bench. Like, I guess they were worried about Teal Mask Ogerpon, but there's no way I can one-shot a Typhlosion with what's on my board right now if they don't put those guys into play. So I'm not quite sure why they put the dudes into play. All right, so I will do one more game before I have to end the stream. You know, I'm still, you know, the left side of my body is still dead. I guess the top half of my body. You know, the bottom part's always ready to go. The bottom part of my body is always alive, as I'm Legend's mom will tell you. But it's going to have to be a shorter stream today. I will try to stream tomorrow. Again, it's going to be a day-by-day thing where I don't know. So I'm sorry. You know, it's going to be a day-by-day. I'll play the Dust Noir build, which I never tested. Yeah, tomorrow, probably Porygon. I would assume it's Porygon. And ABJ, but why? Because I can't keep it up for as long as I used to. You know, I'm not young anymore. I just can't keep it up for as long as I want to. Inch by inch. All right, we're just flipping more coins. Hey, there's a Team Rocket's energy. All right, well, we're going to keep the bench space open just in case. Wait, do they still not have they're going to get another Ethan's Adventure. We already know that. Yeah, I don't think I should be taking more pills. Seems like a bad idea to have... Oh, my God. Okay, well, this is payback for all that taunting I did. Shiny Ray? Well, I mean... If I do, maybe if I think I'm going to die, I'll get a face cam and then it'll be like the biggest clip ever, right? That'll be such a massive clip. But the problem with dying on stream is you will get banned. So that's the one thing holding me back from dying on stream is that, you know, I would get banned for it. Otherwise, 100%. I would go live. I would go live for that. You get perma banned. So it's just not worth the risk, right? It's just not worth, yeah, it's just not worth the risk, you know? Who would want to take that risk? Yeah, it's the only bad thing is that I get banned, so I wouldn't be able to get all the money from all the clips. So just that'd be the really bad thing. You know, all that exposure on LSF would be great, but then, you know, and Nick, true. Are you technically living if you're playing PDC GL every day? Not really. What? There was no, did they? What happened? How did you lose that game? And Lena, are you saying, oh, was there anything fun announced? All right, so we got a Dust Noir build that literally has never been tested and never will be tested. But, like, they just didn't have to bench anybody and they win. Shiny Ray. Yeah, I get so many views, but I'd get banned. 007 stuff, that seems okay. And I'll end the prediction as soon as we know what we're facing. Yeah, maybe they just prized all their Ethans. That would kind of make sense. Wait, so Resident Evil 9 is called Resident Evil Requiem? February 27th. Nice. Isn't it set in like 20 years in the future when that kid's all grown up or something? Oh, it looks like a prequel? Good. Because I don't want it to be set 20 years in the future for no reason. And Goliath, you got to pay extra if you want to tell me that. You know, I charge extra once feelings are involved. Well, I wouldn't put the Cleffa into play first, but we don't have a choice. Why is everyone saying I'm going to win? All right, I'm going to keep the prediction up. Everyone's saying no. Everyone's saying no. Pilot, you are not going to win this one because what the hell? This deck is terrible. I mean, I guess I have to... I guess I have to put the Drowzee down and put the reversal on it since I have the reversal, but this is a terrible start. This is a horrible start. Okay, so we have to Iono them, we have to hope for a Badoo, we have to Badoo them, and then we have to hope they take a knockout. And Goliath, what? Well, yeah, once I know you have feelings for me, then I can charge you extra, and it's totally fine. Oh, we've already lost this one. You know, we hit the 2-hour mark and we immediately lose. I'll take that. You know, we got a YouTube video. We got a pretty damn good YouTube video, if I do say so myself. All right, all right, all right. And what we learned is what we already knew. Spidops is goated. Hypno, not the worst Pokemon to pair with Spidops. You know, I was manipulated into playing it. I don't hate it. All right, we got Fartazon. I still think I have to go the Badoo route here. Like, I don't really have a choice. And King Super Smacks? I mean, we don't need that. Oh, wow, we got... Oh, yeah, I have Grusha. I forgot I put Grusha on the list. Okay, so my thought process with the Grusha is that I only have 4 reversal energy in the deck, so I'm very rarely going to have energy, so let's just put Grusha in there. Because Grusha is a drop to 7 if nobody has energy attached. That's a really good supporter in a deck that only has 4 energy. So I just thought, what could possibly go wrong? Right? You know, you can't say, oh, they just got everything. Oh, they just got everything. Oh, that's bad. What button won't work? The choose prediction outcome? Or to bet your channel points? Yeah, because I ended it early. Charizard players always got it like that. Yeah, this is why we play Spidops, because, hey, that's a one-shot. Oh, hey, you have a Dragapult? Well, I put a Clefairy in my Spidops deck, and now it's knocked out. I just go, oh, Mimikyu, Clefairy, easy clap. And Lena, I died. That is the easiest way. You want to know? I died in your arms tonight. It must have been something you said. But do you see where Area 0 would help me here? Is if I put Area 0 into play and then I play the flute, then we're just goated like that. All right, so I have to do the thing. Let's go Artisan for another Drowzee. And then, oh, Grusha first. Grusha first. That's not what we wanted. All right, here we go. 100% we're getting a Hypno. Guaranteed. I told you we're going to get one off the Great Ball. Ah, we got it. And Nick? We'll see. You know, the things happen. You know, I could be walking down the street one day and see a nice pair of toes, go to lick them, and then it turns out they belong to an elephant. You know, and then I get stomped. You know, you never know. Doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. You know, anything could happen. Yeah, just we keep it light here. You want to make fun of me? Go for it. You know, that we don't. You need an escape from your life, right? You want somebody to make you feel better about your life. I'm that guy. You know, not only do I suffer playing PDCGL for all of you, not only do I play coin flip cards, but you're probably in a lot better health than me. So you're probably going to outlive me. So that's another thing that you can take to the bank. Well, I was talking about I Am Legend's mom, but I mean, I'm glad you got the subtext there. Okay, why am I still here? I'm going to lose. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to lose blowing ourselves. If there's one way to go out, it's blowing yourself. And that's how we're going to do it. Okay? You know, you think you can win by taking all the prizes? Oh, they did this weirdly. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so how do we do this? I can Night Stretcher for the Hypno. Yeah, you would have been helpful a little while ago, idiot. And she has to spend every night with me. That's also more suffering. All right, so let's go flip the script. Give me some dust clops. Or give me absolutely nothing. That's what I meant. That's what I wanted you to do. So I'm really happy that you obliged. All right, and then we go I-N-O. How the hell do we only have one Dusclops right now? What? Okay, well, let's hit him with the Hypno. Get him, boy. We just need 3. Okay. Hey, we got it. I mean, they're about to destroy me, but we got 3. We're tied. So what's going to happen? What do you think? I can't flip again, so we end the stream with a tied coin flip. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. So, yeah, tomorrow I'm thinking either Porygon, Magcargo, or I don't think I'll do Spidops because, like, I don't want to do back-to-back Spidops. So it's probably Porygon or Magcargo. Like, I'll test each of them once just to see which one feels better on the whole. And ET wants Porygon. Yeah, Porygon and yeah, they're both kind of equal in terms of which one I want to play. I think Magcargo's a better deck, but Porygon is more funny. So it's tough to say. It's like Porygon is funnier, but Magcargo Ho-Oh is better. I kind of want to play them equally though. So we'll find out. It'll be fun. You know, we'll have a grand old time. A Moongus is not better than both. Okay, we got this. They're going to knock out the Cleffa. Don't tell me you're gonna... Don't do that. Actually, wait, can I win this game? Wait a second. Wait, I could have won this game if that Cleffa was... This is hilarious. I had a chance to win if this Cleffa was a Drowzee. So you mean the free deck? Because I could have gone like Dust Noir the Dracloak, bring up the Fezandipity, and then reversal and try to knock out the Fezandipity after like a flute or something. So believe it or not, there was a chance to... Actually, we can still win if I get the Ursaluna. Hang on. Oh, no, we can't. Okay, we can't. Unless... Unless... All right, so let's go get the Ursaluna. Super great cards. Love that. Love all these cards. All right, so let's go... Counter Catcher the Fezandipity. And then... Sure. I mean, I guess I needed to knock out the Dragapult, but then they would have just knocked out my... Yeah, there's no way we could have won this game. Because of this stupid Cleffa. Anytime. There we go. Okay. So let's go. I know. Just give me a Duskull, please, or a Night Stretcher. Or sorry, a Dusclops or a Night Stretcher. I'll take an Ultra Ball. There we go. Yeah. I lost on my terms. Yeah, you think you won this game? I lost this game. There's a difference. There's a difference between you winning and me losing, and I lost. How do you feel? Yeah, I bet you feel hollow inside, like me after I played PDC Jill for over 3 years. All right, let's raid Sunny. Oh, I gotta choose the prediction outcome. Yeah, that was a loss. I don't know who believed in a Dusknoir Hypno build with 4 Grusha and 4 Reversal Energy. But now you know that you shouldn't do that. Yeah, oh, yeah, Sunny's playing Ho-Oh Macargo. Oh, Sunny's playing the free deck. I wonder where he got that idea. I mean, from the Pokemon Company. But yes, make sure you log into PDCGL. You get a free deck to play in the Twin Battle Trainer Trial. It's like a Garchomp focused deck, which is really cool. Then TCGL turns 2 and Destined Rivals 25. Enter those codes in the shop under Redeem. So just TCGL turns 2 and then Destined Rivals 25. I've already redeemed them, so it wouldn't matter. But try to enjoy Sunny, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. That's a big hopefully.